Hey, what's going on, Capricorns? Butch Tarot here. I am going to do your 1 week read. It is a general read, so it may not resonate with everyone. It is for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and your Venus. For all you cross watchers, roles can be reversed. Always feel free to comment down below. I'm going to be using the Tarot of Dreams. And with all that being said, let's get it. Here's what we have for Capricorns. What's going on for the Capricorns? All right, Capricorn. So the first thing I see, I feel like there's some chaotic energy right now, or it's building up and it's going to burst over very shortly, because the first card I have is the Tower card. You know, I feel like shit's going to hit the fan. Things are getting worse before they get better. But not to foreshadow, but it's going to get better. And here's how. You know, I feel like this is someone that you already know. This is someone you're already dealing with. You know, that past person. You know, I feel like I do feel like this chaotic energy is going to cause you to call this person out on their shit. You know, it's almost like, you know, I can hear the conversation in my head right now. Like, it's that clear to me. You know, I feel like it's like you're telling this person that basically this conversation just needs to be going to the fact that, you know, you're going to show up for me. You know, you got it. If you want me, you need to show up for me. Because I'm tired of dragging your ass around. That's how the conversation is. And it's a no bullshit kind of conversation. There's no, you know, there's no wiggle room here. You're standing your ground with that seven of wands. Now, I feel like initially this is going to cause some distance. You know, there's going to be some hot and cold energy, and I feel like it's going to get colder before it gets hot. You know, I feel like it's almost like an ultimatum, but not really. It's kind of like, if you want to be with me, you know, show up. If not, there's the door. That's what it feels like. You know, I feel like it's almost, you know when you do something and then you feel like because you did that one thing, then the next time you got to do more, and it just keeps building up, and it's almost like now it's cutting into your forward movement. And it's a no bullshit kind of conversation. Like I said, it's going to get real. It's going to get real. But like I said, I do feel like there's going to be some distance, but that's not the end. This isn't the end. You know, you're standing your ground. You know your worth, and you're making them show up and give you that. Or don't. That's not your problem anymore. You're moving forward with or without them. That's the type of mentality I'm feeling from this right now. Now, what I see, this person, they want to be with you. And I feel like they needed the wake-up call. They know what they want. They want to be with you. And this is the exact wake-up call that they needed. And I feel like this person, you know, we have the Moon card. You know, I feel like they're going to face that dark side. I feel like they're finally being held accountable for their actions. They didn't like it in the beginning, but I feel like it's going to cause them to grow. Something that you needed from them. Something that wasn't, it's mandatory at this point. And I do feel like this person is going to face that. This person isn't walking away. And I feel like facing that dark side is making them see things in a different perspective. I mean, they want to be with you. If they want to be with you, then they need to step up. They need to show up for you, and that's exactly what I feel like they're going to do. We have the Ten of Wands, putting in the work, and the Eight of Pentacles as well, showing up for you, putting in the work for you. They're going to have to do a lot of work, but they're willing to do it. I feel like they got lazy. I feel like they got distant. They took their foot off the pedal, and I feel like, you called them out on their shit, and exactly what needed to happen. I mean, I feel like you have a very strong bond with this person, and I feel like you didn't really want them to hit the road. You just want them to show the fuck up. I'm sorry for the language, but that's what you wanted. And the bond that you have with this person is too strong. It's a very strong bond, and it's too strong to walk away from. But it's also not your responsibility to take care of this person anymore. You want that power couple. You want that someone that's going to work toward the future with you, not you just take them to it. Like I said, there is going to be some distance between you, but I feel like it's exactly what this person needed. It's the kick in the ass this person needed. And I do, like I said, they are going to show up for you. They're going to put in the effort. They're going to put in the work. They're going to give to you what you need. And it's going to be after a lot of internal struggle. There's going to be a lot of internal struggle within them. But they have it in you, and they have it in them. And you knew they had it in them, and that's what frustrated you with this person. You knew they could do more. You knew there was more to them. Sometimes people just need that kick in the ass. They need to be told. And sometimes it has to be the person that they care about the most telling them. But like I said, this person, even during the distance that you have with this person, they're always thinking about you. And like I said, I do feel like this person is going to step up. And I feel like, honestly, they're stepping up in a big way. And even so much to say is I feel like there's going to be a huge transformation in this person. I feel like this is a huge wake-up call. And like I said, I do feel like this person is finally seeing things in the right way. I mean, we have that power couple with that Three of Pentacles. I see a lot of happiness. I mean, we have the Nine of Cups, the filling up your cups. We have the Ten of Pentacles, getting everything that you wanted. We have the Sun card. And I do feel like this person is stepping into that energy that you knew they were capable of. The reason why you even chose them in the beginning is because you felt something real in them. And you weren't willing to give up, but it got to a point where, are you going to go down with this ship? We have the King of Cups. This person is going to come back in a very big way. And I feel like this person has learned a very valuable lesson. I see a lot of forward movement. Like I said, with that King of Cups, there's a huge transformation in this person. This person's finally going to show up. And the thing is, when this person shows up and starts putting in the work, they're gonna reap the benefits as well. And that's what's going to cause us even to move further than you even expected it to. I see a strong foundation being built here. And like I said, it's only getting better. I feel like there's a legacy being built here. But like I said, sometimes we gotta put our foot down. You know, sometimes we got to tell people, okay, this is not what I signed up for. You know, and it's hard to do that sometimes, especially when you have a lot of feelings for that person. You know, when you have so much invested in that person. And especially when you know that person is capable of more, but they're not living up to their potential. That shit can be frustrating. But this person will show up for you. I feel like it may even surprise you to the extent that they show up for you. That's how much, you know, that's how big a difference I feel like this whole thing has been for this person. I mean, we have Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. We have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. The bond that you have is only going to increase with this as well. You know, when you actually get 100% from somebody that you've been getting 50% from in the past, it's night and day. I actually, during that read, I had story time already planned out. You know, the story came to me very quickly when I seen the cards. So my aunt, she is a Capricorn. I remember I stayed at her house one time, and the master bedroom and the spare bedroom are across the hall from each other. Now, my uncle lost his job, and he got very depressed because he had a hard time finding a new job because he had done that job so long, like he didn't even finish high school. I don't even think he went to high school, to be honest with you. You know, they're quite a bit older. But he just felt, you know, he started drinking more. You know, he was jobless. He tried to get jobs. He was getting turned down a lot because he didn't have an education. He didn't have any real skills other than he was a fisherman. You know, his father was a fisherman. But what had happened is, you know, when you grow up and you have multiple brothers, well, one of your brothers continues to fish with the father, takes over the boat. So he kind of lost his job. And it was a lot of his fault, but we're not going to get into that. This is too long of a story. Anyway, he lost his job. And I remember my aunt and him. My aunt was badass. She worked her ass off. I remember she started her own company, you know, and once that took off, she started another company. Like, she was always going, always. One of the hardest working women I've ever seen. But anyway, I remember them having a conversation one night, and he said, you know, I'm no good for you, blah, blah, blah. You got to leave me. You know, you take the kids and go. You know, I'm just dragging you guys down. And she said, listen, I'm not giving up on you, and I'm not going to let you give up on yourself. She said, so suck it up, be a man, do what you got to do. She said, we have something that we're building here, and I'm not going to let you give up on it. She said, I'm not going to baby you. I'm not going to hold your damn hand. She said, but you're going to step up, and you're going to do it for your family. And there's no other, it wasn't a question. It was a statement. And I remember them arguing, and she just kept reiterating that same idea. You're in a bad place now. I'm not going to leave you. But I'm not going to let you throw everything away. I'm not going to let you throw what we built away. I'm not going to watch you self-destruct. She said, so you're going to get up. You're going to find your job. And if you don't find a job, you're going to do something productive until you find a job. You know, she said, if I have to give you a list of things to do around the house, but you're going to get up tomorrow, first thing in the morning, and you're going to start, you know, you're going to do that. And you're going to get your shit together. And you're going to be the man that you were and the man that I know you could be. And I remember it was such a, like, I just remember like hearing that. And the next day he got up early. And he ended up finding work and actually got a pretty good job. But I just remember that. Like, she put her foot down. She said, you know, I'm not giving up on you, and I'm not letting you give up on yourself. We're in this together. We got this far together. We're going to keep going. But I ain't going to wipe your ass. And it was just such a powerful moment. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things where, you know, maybe somebody else would have just took the kids and left. They're still together. They're still happy. You know, they're both doing really good. I mean, she's retired. She still works her ass off. Like, she's awesome. But like I said, it was one of those moments. Like, I just remember how strong she was in that moment. Like, there was no, like, he tried to argue with her a little bit back and forth, and there was just nothing. She just shut that shit down. She's just like, this is how it's gonna be. We started on a course, and we're gonna finish that course. You know, we don't quit on each other. But like I said, the funniest thing that I got out of that, she's like, I'm not gonna quit on you, and you're not gonna quit on yourself. Like, it was just like she told him to do it, and then all of a sudden the next day he was up early, he was doing stuff around the house. I remember. Anyway, that was just a very powerful moment. You know, a powerful moment in my life that I heard that conversation, because the walls are pretty thin, but I heard it all. I just kept thinking, you know, how strong she was. You know, she didn't baby him. She didn't say, oh, it's going to be okay. Like, there was none of that. And she wasn't going to let him feel sorry for himself either. Tomorrow's a new day. Tomorrow's a new opportunity. That's all part of the stuff she was saying to him. Like, she wasn't putting him down, but she wasn't lifting him up. She was focusing, you know, showing him the focus to figure it out. There's no giving up. You know, and she's like I said, I mean, she's a workhorse. I mean, everything she does 125%. And I remember he was always a hardworking guy, and I just remember things fell apart for him, and he, like I said, he lost his job, and you know, she wasn't having it. I gained a lot more respect for her after that. I had a lot of respect for her because she's always hardworking, but after that, you know, it's one of those moments that I remember from my childhood that sticks with me. But that's my story. Be good. Take care. Stay safe.